Hey everyone, it's me, Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, the one they call CR7. If you're hearing this, it's like I'm sitting across from you, sharing a coffee, telling you how it all started, not as some fairy tale, but as the raw, gritty journey it's been. I've always believed life is about hard work, never giving up, and turning dreams into something real. So let me take you back to the beginning, from the dusty pitches of my childhood to the bright lights of today. This is my story straight from the heart. I was born on February 5, 1985 in Funchal, the capital of Madeira, this beautiful little island off the coast of Portugal. Growing up in a small apartment in Santo Antonio, life wasn't easy. My dad, José Severo, was a kit man for a local club and struggled with alcoholism. It hit our family hard. My mom, Maria Dolores dos Santos Severo, worked as a cook and cleaner, juggling 2 jobs to keep food on the table for me and my 2 sisters, Elma and Liana, and my older brother, Hugo. We didn't have much. Sometimes dinner was just sardines and bread, but what we had was love and that fire inside to make something of ourselves. As a kid, I was scrawny, always kicking a ball around the streets of Funchal. Football wasn't just a game, it was my escape. I played barefoot on rocky pitches until the sun went down, dreaming of being like my idol, Maradona. At 5, my dad took me to train with Endoranha, a local club, but I was so small and hyperactive that teachers even suggested I had ADHD. Looking back, it was just my energy, pure, unstoppable drive. By 8, I moved to National, a bigger club on the island, and that's when things got serious. I lived and breathed football. School, it came second. I'd skip classes to practice, honing my dribbling, my shots, my everything. My mom worried, but she saw the spark in my eyes. She knew this was my path. At 12 came the big break and the heartbreak. Sporting CP, one of Portugal's top clubs, scouted me during a tournament in Lisbon. They offered a trial and I impressed them enough to sign. But leaving Madeira, that tore me apart. I was just a boy saying goodbye to my family, my island. Everything familiar. I cried on the plane, but I knew I had to be strong. Lisbon was tough, cold, lonely, far from home. I got homesick, missed my mom's hugs, but football kept me going. At Sporting's Youth Academy, I trained like a madman. The coaches called me Little B because I buzzed around the pitch, never stopping. By 16, I was playing for the senior team, dazzling in a friendly against Moorens with my skill and speed. That's when Manchester United noticed me. It was 2003 and Sir Alex Ferguson, the legend himself, came calling. I was 18, the most expensive teenager in British football at 12 million. Stepping into Old Trafford felt like a dream. Those roaring fans, the red jersey. But the Premier League was brutal, bigger, faster, tougher than Portugal. I remember my debut against Bolton. I was nervous, but I scored and the crowd chanted my name. Sir Alex saw something in me, a raw talent that needed polishing. He made me a winger, taught me to defend, to track back, to be complete. Off the pitch, I was still that skinny kid from Madeira, but I hit the gym hard, building muscle, discipline, everything. Those 6 years at United were magical. We won 3 Premier League titles, the FA Cup, and that unforgettable 2008 Champions League in Moscow. Penalties, drama. I scored 42 goals that season. Won my first Ballon d'Or, but it wasn't easy. Injuries, pressure, the weight of being the next big thing. I pushed through, always with that fire. In 2009, Real Madrid came knocking, 94 million, a world record. I was 24, ready for the next level. Madrid was insane. The Bernabeu, the white kit, the expectations. I remember my first season, 33 goals, but critics said I devved too much. Wasn't team-oriented. They were wrong. I adapted, led by example, trained harder than anyone. 9 years at Real, pure dominance. 4 Champions Leagues, 2 Liga, 30 goals in 438 games. I broke records left and right, most goals in a calendar year, the 61 in 2012, most in the Champions Leagues, 140 and counting. Teammates like Benzema, Modric, we were unstoppable. But personally, tough times too. My son Cristiano Jr. was born in 2010 via surrogate. Fatherhood changed me, gave me purpose beyond the pitch. Then in 2017, twin births. Eva and Matteo made our family complete. Life off the field was my anchor. 2018, I moved to Juventus for 100 million. Serie A was new, physical, tactical. I scored 1-on-1 goals in 3 years, won 2 Scudettos, but it felt like the end of an era. At 33, I wasn't slowing down, but I wanted fresh challenges. Then 22-1, back to Manchester United, emotional homecoming, but it didn't last, conflicts, lack of trophies, and in 2022, I left on a low, that explosive interview. It hurt, but I don't regret speaking my truth. Football's my life. I needed a club that matched my ambition. That's when Al-Nassr in Saudi Arabia called a 2-year deal worth to 200 million a year. New chapter, new culture. I've scored 55 goals in my first season there, breaking records again. At 38, I'm still playing at the top, captaining Portugal to Euros and World Cups. Father's Day with my kids. Cristiano Jr., the twins, Bella born 22, and Alana Montana, they're my world. I've won 5 Ballons d'Or, 4 Champions Leagues, over 800 career goals. But success, it's not trophies, it's the grind, the hours in the gym at 7 a.m., the diet, the mindset.
Siwa
Isn't just a celebration, it's my battle cry. Looking back from Madeira's poverty to global icon, it's been faith, family, and football. I lost my dad young, that pain fuels me. My mom's strength, unbreakable. To anyone listening, dream big, work harder. No excuses. Life tests you, but you choose to rise. That's my story, not over yet. What's yours? Let's make it legendary.